Greetings.
Welcome back to an episode of We Are Next to the Vault of Karamat. Well, it's not the Vault of Karamat, it's the Halls of the Damned, but the area is called that. And now we can actually unlock the armor bonus thingamajig. Sadly, it's always at the minimum level, and we got ourselves this one maxed out. But yeah, at least now we can use it from the aspect menu if we kind of feel the need for it, even if we may not. But that's just something for definitely another time. Oh, look at this. The world boss is already in an R, but I just don't know where. Ah, great. Anyway, this is a magical dungeon. Yeah, look at that. I did not expect this one. Like a highly developed, I don't know, scholar place. Like everything is full of stone and metal, meaning that it's definitely not the easiest to build. Like sometimes you do find yourself a seaborn goddess. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes you find dungeons that are just caves, tunnels, basically. Sometimes it's a natural growth thing, like trees and vines and whatever, are just all the way around. And some other times, it's something that is actually built. And this stuff here is more of the advanced build things. What's interesting about this is it also comes in a corrupted version. Like corrupted in the sense that it's full of demons and stuff. And I think it also comes in a more angelic kind of version too. Yeah, basically two versions. And this one is the more human form, let's say. The more... arcane one. And we got ourselves more portals, obviously. There's just one teensy-weensy issue. I have not explored the area completely. It may be that there are two portals, and it doesn't matter which way you go. Could be. There you go. Oh, no. Ah, too late. Like these encounters, I actually want to save the dudes. Because that's like, okay, you got 1 second to react. Ooh. It's one of the most annoying damage checks. That's actually an interesting door. Because the floor is already there, it's present, and the door just goes down and then it disappears. This is how they programmed that. It's not that the door is constantly at the bottom there. It gets triggered and it disappears. That's actually quite interesting. And there's the other teleporter that I was talking about. You go through one of them and then you pass through a different dimension, some kind of underground tunnel or whatnot. And then you end up at the other teleporter. And somewhere in the in between all of this, that's where you need to do your task. What is this? Right. Could there be something to read down here? No. Interesting. So you just go deeper a little bit and all of a sudden this stuff up. Kind of reminds me of Atlantis. It's also kind of weird. If you say it reminds me of Atlantis, it kind of... Oh, you have to go to... okay. You have to go through two portals. That's great. So you have to go back and forth there. It's like two different rooms, two completely different rooms that you have to clear up. Okay. They're not connected, sadly. There was also a hallway, not hall of the teleporters, hall of portals, hall of whatever. anyhow. Da 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 da. Wait. This way. You. No, 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 no. We're not going to fight ghosts now. It's a very symmetric area. Look at this. This is symmetric right there. And you could put another bit of symmetry over there. And this one is just flip. Pretty sweet. It's also like flipping maps. You only need to have one prefab available. Then you just move everything, you rotate everything a little bit. It is such a nice way to cheap out on resources. It's just amazing. Ooh. Okay, we got another one. So, second sea goddess. Let's see this. Wait. Idol of the Overseer? That's not a sea goddess thing. It's nothing to do with that. Could you maybe... No. Interesting names. Mortus, Imago, or Emergo. And the unexplored area, that is still to come. Oh boy, that's a lot. And... Right. So, now that we opened up the big gate, time to traverse that one. Mortus. There. Yeah, just... This is basically... This is one part. This could be another one. This is the same thing as that one. It's, but is it flipped? Yes or no? That is a question. Is it flipped? Oh, because the top-down version here looks different than that one. Is it flipped or not? Like this one, they definitely do look similar, yes, but they are not 100% the same. Like even the bottom part, like, no, they're not 100% the same. But you could make it very easy and just make them the same, and no one would actually notice it. Only thing you need to do is like put a little bit of randomness in it, like a seed or something. And then, depending on the seed, the placement of items slightly varies. Like there's a cauldron somewhere over here, or like another one over here. Like this one, see that? The cauldron is fallen down right here, but this one here is intact. So you have two versions of it. You can make one that fell down, and you can make a normal one. And depending where it stands and what kind of seed value it has just has a different kind of outcome. And you only need to program one cauldron. Which is so great. And then you can just create tons of them. Making a game like this, which is somewhat procedurally generated, is just amazing feat. Really. On the one hand, you could say, yeah, lazy, right? But on the other hand, dude. But still making it feel unique enough. You. But one thing I actually sometimes think about is what happens if you pass through random environments constantly, right, that are never the same. Like a maze that constantly shifts. Because in nature, stuff like this does not happen. It does not exist. The only thing that constantly shifts would be like seafarers, right? That would be kind of the thing. Like everything shifts there in the ocean. But even your local location is somewhat the same, somewhat similar. So let's say your ship can stand on, or can be on one location, and so on and so forth. The one location will always be that one location, no matter what. But actually knowing that one location does not quite work, right? So you kind of need to know a rough idea of where you are, instead of knowing exactly where you are. Because each part of the ocean pretty much looks the same, and getting the absolute perfect coordinates is just something that you can do with machines, mostly. Or you just know a lot about waters and whatnot, but figuring that out, like not knowing where you are, one thing, and then just using hints telling you where you are and where to go, that's actually something, a very special ability, if you think about it. It's like a taxi driver that has to bring you to a different kind of city that he was never before, right? But that is built in a way like any other city. But then the next time he's there, the city's already changed, but it still has the same way of being connected and whatnot. Okay. It took a little while for this to happen. Kyrgyzstan is now available again. Aspect of disobedience. Yep, we do not obey. Non-compliance, basically. And wait a minute, didn't I? Ah, we have to claim it in order to get the potion upgrade. It doesn't automatically happen. So if you have unlocked potion upgrades, for example, claim them. And if you don't know how to open that window anymore, you just go to your map over here. Then you press whatever button opens your rewards. For me, it's like W. And or can you maybe click on that? There's collections, clans. How do you open the... Wait a minute. Open journal, yada yada yada. No. Huh. Well, it kind of depends where you are, but how do you get into rewards menu? There may be a specific button that opens that window for you, but anyway, then you can just switch through to the one that you're already in. But the thing is, you can only get into the rewards menu if you're in one of those dungeons, which is kind of weird. Alright. Was that the... It seems to have been the only dungeon so far. There may be more. Oh, this one looks sweet. Look at that. Like crocodiles or dinosaur tooth or demon thingies, whatever. Alright. And then we have the... which area are we going for next, by the way? I mean... Let's just see. We got ourselves... Oh, no. Another field of hatred in the southern area. We don't even... Yeah, actually, it doesn't really matter where we go. And then there's Chaldeum, but there's no waypoint there. The other area with the waypoint is somewhere further north, and it's a huge deserty kind of environment, so that's actually a good one. All right, it looks as if we are starting from the... wait a minute. We could start from this one here, actually. This location there. We just start from here, we go all the way south, and then we do that little nibbly bit there. Then we should be pretty good to go. Once we have that, then we go for that huge section over here. And then we go further down and further down and further down and further down until we've reached all of that. Wait a minute, this is a port. It's the only large port around here. Even the... Okay, there's a smaller one maybe. There don't seem to be that many port cities, except for Harvizar. It's more like a fishing village. Why is that one, this section here, not connected to the open sea? Like, look at this. Just have to go out. Then you could transport stuff all the way around instead of going through difficult terrain. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. But right, we are going back to Kyovasha. So... Then we're gonna sell a few things, because reasons. Do I have some gems on me? No. Big question is, how much... Bleh. How much gold do you actually need it? Why do I always go back to the waypoint, even if I don't need it? Okay, so Alzuda. From there, you can go to the Altar of Ruins. This is the small area that I'm actually going towards. So let's just do this while we're at it. There's no need for us to do anything PvP related in here. No need for us to mark it. Actually, do we? No. This is, oh wait, yeah. Getting these thingies right here might be, I don't know, easier or more difficult. It's like, it costs 3,000, right? You could open a few chests and you would end up with 3,000 fairly quickly. But there's one problem. You could do some events in the meantime, right? With obols in it. And you might just end up with the same amount of obols compared to these oddities. So the best thing in order to farm that would be to do events in here, right? So you get obols as well as the red dust. But then kind of like does the same thing anyway. But yeah, this one right here is... Huh, that's very interesting. Like I bought this one, but for some reason I... Usually it's account bound, right? And it doesn't say that I've unlocked that. It just says like 0 in the bag, obviously, because I used it up already.
One of these could save your life.
Yeah, but they do cost an arm and a leg. Righty, now what was it I wanted to do? No, there's actually nothing else in here other than like this Fariba stuff and whatnot. There's no... Oi. There's no mount person here. There's just unconventional mount armor guy with a lot of cosmetics that you don't really need, if you're honest. So, let's see. If you want to get an awful lot of these things, yeah, you just get some of these chests open. You just have to mark yourself for blood with that, yeah. But we are not gonna do that. I just want to pass through here with ease. And also, there are a few locations that you can farm very well. Like this one here, that one there. Then there is sometimes a chest down here. Then there's another chest down there. Then there is, I don't know, somewhere over here. There are also some other chests. Then there's a chest down there that I usually take. Sometimes there's one up here. There might be another one somewhere in this area. I don't know. 2 of them are definitely in here and here. Then there's another one over here. Another one over there. There and there. And then somewhere up here there's also like some somewhat spread apart. One of them is definitely up here. And then like they're just spread all around the area. And every time you see this dude here, try to kill him. I mean, right now I just talked about how to do that, really. Yeah, come on. Wait. I have to go south. We don't really care about the seeds, though. Not this time. There. Right, we're almost there. Wait a minute. Oh no. Huh. Okay, wait. I'm actually at the wrong location. Sadly, the Fields of Hatred in here is not connected to the rest of this. I have to go this way around. Ugh. Okay, but the basic idea is the same. Wow. Away. Please don't shoot anymore. Oh, there we go. That was close. Okay. Very close. It's kind of interesting that the weapon vendor, right, also takes gold, but everybody else in here accepts like the blood currency. It's kind of interesting. Why can't there just be PvP related items too? That would be neat. Like a, yeah, just purely PvP focused environment. That would be sweet. I really wanted there to be a connection down here. That would have made so much sense. Actually, if you really think about it, I could have just gotten north from the Iron Wolves encampment, because now I have to go all the way south here. Let's just go. It makes no sense to me. There's no reason for us to explore it this way. The Altar of Ruin, we have to do it from down here. There we go. We're going all over the place. I mean, I just want to try to keep it as simple and straightforward as I can, but nah. Not always the case. Okay, so let's see. That one just goes straight up north. If I do this, I would have uncovered another waypoint, which means going around the environment gets a little bit easier. And that is the whole goal around for it, isn't it? So, Searing expands. Oh, there are a lot of missions around. You look at that. Look at that. It's awesome. Oh, wait, by the way. Are there, like... Searing... No, not Searing Basin. Southern Expanse, not Searing. No, that, is it? Is this the one? No, wait a minute. Amber Sands. That's what it's called. There you go. Strange environment. Really strange environment. Yeah, there's one here, there's one there. Well, that one we can take later. Definitely. An ancient obelisk. Where is this thing? I don't see any ancient obelisks around. Ah, and the Altar of Ruin. We're getting closer. So, and here we're going to make a little cut and continue with the stronghold in the next episode. Until then, like and subscribe and
Goodbye.
ta-ta.